That's really tall. Hopefully there's no air conditioning unit on top of there, because that'll just get scraped right off. Is it going okay? You guys are just sitting back there, not saying nothing. Hello! How are you guys doing? Thanks for coming back, all 4 of you. I think maybe 5 now. What are we going to work on today? I don't know. The list is, it's like 4 miles long. So, I mean, basically just take your pick, what you'd like to do. But I can't. Somebody dropped off a trailer the other day. Oh, I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving and whatnot. It reminded me because buddy dropped off this trailer right before Thanksgiving. Said she's got problems, so we gotta fix this trailer for him. He needs it for twerk. I'm hoping that this trailer is gonna fit in my little garage here. I don't know, it's pretty big. We're gonna find out real soon, yeah. We're gonna be bigging on this trailer, I think. I would do it out in the driveway outside, but it's like, well, it's not too bad in here, but it's like, it's 10 degrees outside. It's winter all of a sudden. We're gonna try and do it in here. If we can get it in here. It's gonna be tight. It's tall, it's long and wide. All the stuff. You guys gonna watch this debacle. You let me know when I'm gonna hit everything and tell me when to stop, okay? Don't let me hit anything. Shop truck gonna start? Oh yeah. Cheap fire right up. This is a good truck. Open that up. Oh yeah, and then if I didn't have anything else to do, or like I didn't have nothing else to do, I got another project on a trailer here. And what does it need? Oh, she needs a motor. Huh. Who would have thought? Is this gonna fit in there? Is it too tall? Are you guys watching? I feel like I'm gonna hit stuff. Can't see nothing out that side. Can't see nothing out this side. That's really tall. Hopefully there's no air conditioning unit on top of there, because that'll just get scraped right off. Is it going okay? You guys are just sitting back there, not saying nothing. Are we good? Well, that's not bad. Well, that's not bad at all. Oh, good job. So I got to work back here on the frame. I think I want these arms underneath the front so I can lift on it, because I think most of the weight is forward. The trailer's fairly well empty. So I think I'm gonna back up, get these rear arms under it, and then pull back forward. So like where I'm gonna be working on it will be like right kind of like where the tire is now. Yeah. Plan. Back up. Go forward. I think there's a song about that, isn't it? It smells like carbon monoxide in here. Dioxide? Which one is it? Monoxide or dioxide that comes out of you? It's carbon dioxide. Shut the door and trap that in here. Second twerk. I think that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Be nice to have one of those things with the wheels on it. Wheel around underneath there. I ain't got one of them. I used to did. Well, I got this. Yeah. Come down here with me. Let's take a look at what you're doing. As you can see by stuff, I mean, this trailer really honestly isn't that old, but she's got problems. The spring perch, this, well, whatever, bracket, pocket, whatever they call it, just from the flex over time, it broke out this little square out of the frame and snapped off. This frame is, what the heck is it? That's like hardly anything. That's like 16 gauge or something. It's like nothing there. No wonder it broke out. What is this thing rated for? Like 50 pounds. I don't know if you guys can see the cross member here. I mean, ugh. Can you see me moving that? There's nothing to the cross member. Like, this is a pretty cheap trailer. What do we do? And then the outside, the aluminum paneling is right on the edge here. So I'll probably have to pull this wheel off so I can get to the back side here. I'm gonna make a cap to go over this so I can weld all the way around, cover up this hole. Weld this spring perch back on here, or on that new plate. I'll make that new plate out of like 3/32 or something, whatever I got around. I cannot, yeah, this is 16 gauge steel, this frame. I cannot believe, wow. That's pretty sad. I'll take a look at those other ones too and make sure those are not cracking and ready to fall apart. This trailer, this side of the trailer does get loaded with all the heavier stuff. Nowhere near overloaded, but just everything is on this side of the trailer because he's keeping the other side open for walking through. This is a working trailer, so this side does get more weight, but definitely was not overloaded. If you think of a load that a trailer can haul, that's evenly distributed throughout the whole entire trailer. So if the trailer is rated to take 3,000 pounds, that's minus the weight of the trailer and everything, like load-wise, just the load itself. If it's rated to take 3,000 pounds, if you're going to load everything on one side, you got to basically figure half of that. So 1,500 pounds can get loaded if you're going to put everything on one side of the trailer. Knowing what he puts in here, it is nowhere near the half of the load capacity of this trailer. It should never have happened. Like I said, this is just fatigue. It's just from the metal flexing just a tiny bit over every single bump in its entire life, which this trailer is not that old. It just starts to crack. And once it starts and forms a crack on the edge of the weld, well, then that crack propagates across the entire weld until the bracket falls off. And then here you are. Zip this tire off. As far as this aluminum paneling, I'm probably just going to cut out a little window here just so I can get in and weld that steel, and I'm just going to leave it because the fender itself holds it on, so there's like an end to it right here. Careful, don't destroy the threads. There she goes. Oh yeah, threads are okay. So what do we got here? Oh, it was a C. Oh, what? So it was a C, but instead of welding it on like that, because you can see where all this is. What is that? Almost quarter and 3/32. Is that what it'd be? No. And this should have been welded on straight up like that. The heavy side towards the frame. They welded it on like that. Oh, this way. That's where it was. What would happen here, what guys would do is they would just take this, stick it up here, just run another weld beater around it and bolt her up and send her. They'd be like, yep, fixed. So they put a crap ton of weld on it, but they're welding to like paper. I'm gonna get this aluminum cut out on the back side here a little bit, and we're gonna clean this up, get something over the top of that. So I'm gonna just cut out a little window here so we can get to that metal frame on the back side of this. And like I said, this isn't, it's the bolts for this fender will hold this on back here, and then, well, I'll just put a self-tapper in right there to hold the other side of that window. So let's get after it. And this is what fatigue is bending one spot over and over. That's fatigue. Yeah, I'll fire self-tapper in here, and this side is taken care of by that fender bolt, and here's that frame. Clean up the bottom here and clean up the inside, and we'll make a pocket stick on there. So we're gonna be going almost all the way. That'll be good enough. What girls someone goes out with. All right, now I gotta clean up this pocket that they jacked right up. Okay, Finally, I got that cut out. There's still a little chunk of their weld on the inside here that I don't feel like grinding out. So we're just gonna do what they did and weld this up here wrong. But I'm gonna flip it over and use this, well, the new side, I guess I'll call it. But yeah, first let's get this pocket made to get up in there. Take some measurements here. So we're gonna go about 2 inches tall. Yeah, 2 inches across. So 6 plus thickness twice for bend. And how long here? We're gonna go, we'll go 5 inches long. That'll work. We're gonna cut it out, something like that. All right, I got it cut and I got one bend in it. I just want to check, make sure that our line that we got here is in the right spot. All right, I'm gonna do this other bend and it should fit right on there. All right, that should be close. Oh yeah, that'll be perfect. See, it doesn't fit on there. It just needs a whammer. Can't. There's a spring on the way. Watch the fingies. Wow, how do you? I don't know, I dropped the whole freaking axle just because I can't get in there. Nice tight fit. Perfecto. Tamando. All right. Weld everything up and should be good. This plate here that I use is actually 3/32. This I said 3/32 accidentally earlier. This is 3/16. That's what this is. So yeah, once we get that on there, we can weld that on there. Oh, sender. All right. Gas is on. Got the ground on, battery's disconnected. Let's throw a couple of tacks on here. One there, one right up in the center here. There. Czar. This'll be neat. Oh yeah. On fire? Not yet. Finish this out right here. Then I can move that clamp. I blew through there in that one spot. I don't know if it's from rust or if it's just that. I don't think it's rust. I mean, even where this pocket broke out, I mean, it wasn't from rust. It just the metal was like that thin. Get underneath here. It's not welding the greatest, but just taking a weld. Too thin to go uphill, so I'm gonna weld this down quick in the corner here. And I'll go across this arc. There. This last little side here. Czar. And now I just gotta stick that pocket on just ahead of this bolt, just a little ways here, and we'll be done. Trust me, I'm taking more time setting this up than they did. For damn sure. All right, no fucking high. It's right. Yeah, need eyelids across the front here. While I weld up this. Fire. Come across here and across there. There. I think that'll do a donkey. That'll do. And while she's still hot, that's when you cook on a coat. All right, get a self-tapper for this. Bolt that spring perch back on, it'll be good. Only one that I got that's about the right size is a, oh my gosh, should I cover you? I got you guys all covered in everything. Overspraying. Weld splatter. Oh, sorry. Oh, only one I got is stainless. That seems fitting. Wow. Just give me all of it. There. She good. Yeah. That'll make her slightly easier. There we go. Oh yeah. I don't know how tight. Like, I don't think you're supposed to crank on them until they're like smashing it, but there. How about them bananas? There you go. So yeah. So all metal flexes. When you put a weld on here, like you added metal here, this section is now thicker and this weld is thick. On the very edge of this weld, how do I explain this? This frame is flexing, the whole entire frame, until it gets to this point now. Because this is thicker, this is not going to flex as much as the rest of this frame. So this frame is going to flex right at this joint. So if you put this joint all the way up across this frame, that joint, all the flexing, all the fatigue is going to be right at the very edge of that weld in this spot. And it is guaranteed it's going to crack across there and the whole frame is going to crack and break right on the edge of that weld. That's why 9 times out of 10, just like right here, where you see a fail and everybody always thinks it's the weld, you look at it, I can't see 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, 7 times out of 10. Yeah, it fails. The metal actually fails right next to the weld because of that fatigue. That's called a stress riser. Just like this pocket, when it broke out of this frame, it wasn't the weld that failed. A lot of people mistake that. They think, oh, the weld failed and that it broke. No, the metal right at the edge of that weld all the way around failed. For a couple of reasons here. This frame is way too thin. It was destined to fail if you loaded this trailer down. All the fatigue is on the edge of those welds, and the metal being so thin failed. Some other reasons is just kind of the design of these shackle systems. They welded it on wrong, like I did here. This is actually wrong, and you can see, if you look really closely, this spring connecting joint, the shackle, whatever, is actually rubbing on this weld now because this is actually too close. Because the way that we welded this perch on, this perch should have been turned 90 degrees and welded, like I said, with that top piece up against the frame, and that would have brought this bolt down like about 1/4 of an inch, and that would have given the clearance up in here. So from the factory, this was welded on wrong. I welded it on wrong so it matches the other side, so you don't have one side a little bit tweaked and a little bit different than the mount on the other side of the axle or other side of the trailer. If I was cutting off that other one, I would have welded these on right so they were dropped down and clearanced, and this will work. This will be fine. This should never fail again because plated to distribute the force and the weight from this spring perch throughout this whole entire section now, instead of just everything right on this one little spot. When you're doing patch panels like this, again, you don't want to just have straight squared off plates patching in panels like this on any kind of frame or anywhere really. You want to have arches, rounds, they call fish mouths. You want to spread out the surface area as much as possible and not have any straight joints anywhere, because that's, like I said, stress risers and you get fatigue and then it'll crack and fail. So yeah, when you're trailer shopping, you see trailers that are cheap and you see trailers that are expensive, name brand trailers, Featherlight and stuff, and they look identical, and you wonder, why is the Featherlight twice as much or whatever more than this other trailer? They look identical, even if they have the same axles underneath them, everything. You're wondering why? Well, now you know why. They are using thinner, cheaper material that a lot of times you can't even see. Like, you can't see the ends of this frame, so you don't know how thick this is, and you'll never know until you have a failure like this. So now you know. So now you know. Yeah. Now, eh? You know? Yeah, now we know. You get what you pay for. See, this axle does say made in the USA. Oh, it's a Dexter axle. So see, this would probably be an axle that's underneath a Featherlight, but the trailer itself, well, just get on there, is cheaper. Guaranteed this guy never popped this out. Grease these hubs. So if you pull this out, oh yeah, there's grease in there. Okay, maybe you did, or maybe the trailer's just that new yet that that's factory grease. Over tightening lug nuts does not warp a rotor, by the way. Just a little fun fact. All right, let's get her down. Get her down! Oh, yeah, boy! Is it suspensioning? It is suspensioning. Perfect. There we go. Just quick little trailer repair today. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you don't or do or whatever. Like always, please like and subscribe. You see more junk that I do around here. If you care, if you don't, then yeah, I don't blame you. So yeah, got a sliver in my hand. Nope, that ain't coming out. What time is it? 2:50. Oh crap, I gotta go. More work to do. Thanks for watching. Have a happy holidays time whenever this is going on. I don't know. We're past Thanksgiving now. What's next? Christmas, Hanukkah stuff. Yeah, happy stuff. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, evening, day, morning, whenever you're watching this.